What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Martin Luther King birthday celebration day again. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We're not going to be here long. And not because the episode was boring, but you know how we're getting sort of winding down in the season. And at this point, a lot of this stuff has just been said. But come on in. We start the episode off with Ashley working with a drag king because she's going to be doing a performance. Now, listen what I'm saying. I don't care. And not that I don't care because I don't think that y'all know I love drag queens and drag kings. I think she's bringing an awareness to something. I don't think a lot of people realize that there are drag kings just like there are drag queens, because I think drag queens get all the attention. But I mean, good for her. Oh, I just got finished eating dinner. Okay. Oh, Lord, I made a whole mess. I mean, good for her, but honestly, I don't care. Great. Okay. So, and she had a nerve to say later on in the episode, she said something. She's talking about oh, I'm sorry, mom. Like her mom, like if her mom overheard her saying something. I don't know. It was something, but it was something silly. And I was like, girl, you have literally been all over this television talking about being in threesomes and all these other things that you have done. Girl, your mama ain't, if that ain't make your mama embarrassed, girl, okay. And again, it's nothing embarrassing about being in a threesome. If that's what you do, do it. But I'm just saying, as far as telling everybody your business part of it, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. We see Giselle meeting up with KK down to the Baltimore, down to her salon. This is the first time that Giselle has been there. Now she says, "Hey, I've known the K for a long time because she's friends with the man that does Giselle's hair." And she was like, "Hey, a friend of hers is a friend of mine." Now, Giselle, I know you're trying to be a kinder, gentler Giselle. But if it was all like that, then how come last year you had such a nasty response to her? How come last year when that situation happened down to the fashion show, you were so quick to blame her? And at the reunion, I didn't see you like, well, on the strength of my relationship with Kyle, off the strength of my relationship with Kyle, I really want to talk to you. Kyle told me you really are a good person. And maybe we got off to a bad start. Why are we just getting to this part now? Why are we just getting here? Why now? Oh, well, I've known her for years or known of her for years. Girl, we at the end of the season. We like in the last 3 episodes and you just getting to her salon, moving right along. But okay, fine. So they meet down to the salon and Wendy shows up. Wendy. Part of the reason why we spend all of this extra money on cars is because the more you have these packages on these cars, right? You have the full package or the leather package, or all the different packages. And we buy these, quote unquote luxury vehicles for all of the things that they share with other things that they give us. When your low pressure light comes on, girl, that means you're running out of air in your tire. And that means that you need to get it attended to. Now, for those of us, we know that when the weather is really, really cold, sometimes that light comes on. But baby, it looked like this was the middle of summer. Why would you not pull over and get your tire checked when the tire pressure light came on? Then you said that you were on the highway. Ma'am, what is wrong with you? If your tire blows while you are riding through 495, that is a potential catastrophe. It's not funny. Then you said that because Giselle said something about your car was supposed to cut off or something like that. Like your car should have stopped moving. And Wendy said, yeah, well, when the warning went off, I ignored it. I just turned my radio up louder. So you mean to tell me your car was telling you to stop moving? And you kept going. Girl, and I mean, you blew it off like it was not a big deal. It was a big deal. You had a whole flat tire. Then you called the people to come and fix your flat tire, and the man said, you do know your account is expired. That's code for you ain't pay us. Expired mean code. That's code for you ain't paid the bill, because it could have been like, AAA, where you renew it every year. Maybe you didn't renew it, so it expired, but that still means you didn't pay them. I'm not saying Wendy don't have no money, though. Nobody started that room. I'm not saying Wendy don't have no money. I'm not saying that Wendy couldn't afford to. I'm just saying somewhere along the lines that bill didn't get taken care of. Now, I don't know if you was calling AAA. I don't know if you was calling Range Rover assistance. I don't know who you were calling, but that man said, ma'am, your account is expired. Which means that not only did you not pay the bill, you didn't even know. You were like, what? What? Because you really called. Like, I could even see if Wendy said, well, when the warning went off, I was a couple of blocks away, and I just wanted to get here so that I could park and call the people to come and change my tire. I would have even took that, Wendy. I would have been like, well, I probably would have done that. Like, oh, my warning comes on. I know I'm only 3 blocks away. Let me ride up these 3 blocks, park my car, and then call them. She did say Eddie take care of all that. You right. She did. She said Eddie take care of it. You ain't lying. But again, I'm not saying it like Wendy broke, y'all. I'm just saying it like, girl. Wendy probably had the producers with her on the way to the shop. I don't believe that she was in trouble. What the producers were gonna do, movie girl, if her tire popped on $4.95, what were the producers gonna do? Please tell me what her producers was gonna do. Call 911? They can't stop it from happening. If the producers were in the car with Wendy, or when the alarm went off, they should have told her ass to pull over. That's what they should have said. And if they were following her, which they may or may not have been, because we didn't see Wendy getting filmed. So I don't know if they followed I don't know if they were with Wendy or not, and before she got there. But neither here nor even what were they gonna do? One time I had a tire blow on me, y'all, and my car literally, and thank God, because I actually was I wasn't on the interstate, but I was on a busy road. Depending on what day of the week, it was a busy road. Literally, I had a tire blow, and my car literally turned all the way around. The tire blew, and my car made a whole turn. I was facing oncoming. Well, it didn't turn all the way around. It turned, I was facing oncoming traffic. And thank God there was somebody there who pulled over and helped me change my tire so I could get somewhere. But had that been a busy road, had it been a lot of traffic, baby, I would have been in a whole lot of trouble. So that's all I'm saying. I get it that the production may have been there, but what is the purpose of having all these bells and whistles on these cars and you're not going to fucking listen to them? Anyway, moving right along. So, KK, baby Greg, back up Greg. He's not the one. Greg's not the one. Now, Greg is probably a really nice guy for the right woman, and you're going to be a great woman for the right guy, but Greg ain't it, and I'm going to tell you why. We had 2 separate conversations in this episode about Greg, and in both of those conversations, you spoke on what Greg does not want from a relationship, and you are doing both of those things. You said that man said that if you do not change your last name, that is a deal breaker for him, that he will not marry a woman that is not willing to change her last name. Yet and still, you're talking about how you have built your brand off of your name and how you are not going to get rid of your last name. You said you would be willing to compromise and give a hyphen. You said Greg does not believe in hyphens. So now you're putting yourself in a position to either A, change your name like he wants you to, or lie about changing your name just to get married, only for y'all to argue about why you haven't changed your name. And let me explain something. There's nothing, excuse me, KK, there's nothing, hey, KK, there's nothing wrong. KK, there's nothing wrong with you being the type of woman that says, I don't want to change my last name. That's okay. There are a lot of men out there where that doesn't bother them. There are a lot of men out there that's willing to compromise with a hyphen. He's not one of them. He told you. See, here's what we've got to stop doing. We've got to stop acting like when somebody says something, they don't really mean it, or that you can change their mind. That man told you. He doesn't believe in that, and that is a deal breaker for him, which means that if you want to marry this man, you will have to change your last name. That's what he's telling you. Now, I'm not mad at Greg because Greg is very clear on what he wants and what he wants in a relationship. I'm not going to begrudge him of what he said he wants in a relationship. I'm not going to begrudge him of that. Absolutely not. But you have to stop. Oh, shit, nitwit. Okay, girl. But you have to stop with this, Greg. Then later on in the episode, you said Greg doesn't like you hanging out with this friend group because Greg thought that once y'all moved in together, that meant that he would get a home-cooked meal every night and probably you cleaning the house. Very domestic, right? You said, no, that ain't me. That's not what, that ain't what I'm doing. So again, he has told you his expectation. And I'm not going to say he's wrong because, again, there is somebody for everybody. There's a woman that wants it to be in that traditional role as a woman. If that's not you, then this is not your man. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not going to villainize Greg because he wants those things. Greg has been clear about articulating what he wants, which more people need to be in a relationship. It just ain't for you because that's not where you are right now. Not Greg is Greg is Greg. So, that's, again, I'm not going to villainize Greg because, listen, more people need to be honest about what it is they want. He's being very honest about what he wants. But if she's not in a position to give it, then she needs to be just as upfront and clear and say, hey, I love you, but we want different things. See, this is why people end up getting married. And you be like, damn, well, they dated for XYZ amount of months or amount of years, and now they got married and they divorced within it. That's why. Because people are not listening. When somebody says, this is what I need, you don't have to agree with what somebody says they need in a relationship, but they've told you what they need. And if you are not willing to give it, then they're not your person. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to lie to him because you really want to marry this man, and you're going to tell him what he wants to hear, and you're going to tell him, yeah, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going to change my last name, when you literally just said you have no intention of getting rid of your name. That is your brand, and you have spent too much time building your brand. That he's not your person. I don't care about the rest of it. He might make you feel good and take you on nice trips, and he might check all of the other boxes, but he's not your guy. That's just my opinion, girl. I ain't with y'all all day. I only know what you show me on the TV. That's all I can say. Okay? Moving right along. Hey, Phil. Hey, boo. So the other part of the conversation was about Kern. KK. You was wrong for telling them people that Kern was down on the Ozempic. You was wrong for telling them that. One, that wasn't your business to repeat, okay? I mean, I know that's what we do on these shows. I know we tell our business, okay? But that wasn't your business to tell people. Y'all already know how Kern is, okay? So you done told the people that Kern was on the Ozempic because they was worried because they said she was losing weight and she said she wasn't sleeping and she wasn't eating. And you were like, oh, well, those are just symptoms of, being on the weight loss. And me and Karen, we talking. Yeah, she on the Ozempic. And Giselle and them was like, well, damn, I've been sitting over here worried about her ass and she just on the Ozempic. And Kern, this is why people be getting frustrated with you. I love Kern, and y'all know I be trying to help her out, but this is why the people get frustrated with you, Kern. Chuck, I just got up from a nap too, honey. I understand. Why can't what be both? I think it's both too. I do think Karen was stressed out. I do think Karen was worried. I do think it was both. But that's why I said I don't feel like KK should have said that, because now they're just going to write everything off as, oh, she's on the Ozempic, when I do think it's more to it. I do think I do think Karen was worried and stressed out. I do think she wasn't sleeping, because let me tell you something. Y'all know I've been upfront with y'all. I was on the shot. I wasn't on Ozempic, but I was on a weight loss shot, and it doesn't. Listen, there are a lot of other things that I think Karen was dealing with. Okay. But Karen, later on in the episode, when the people brought it up, this is why people be having a hard time with you, Karen. You start talking about something, but I am pre-diabetic. Girl, there are 563 ways of dealing with pre-diabetes other than taking the weight loss drug. Okay, stop it. You was taking it because you wanted to take it, girl. You was taking it because you wanted to take it, girl. I'm not mad at Amanda. That's why I said, I mean, I'm just giving my commentary. I'm really not mad at her for saying it, but I was like, girl, you know better. But anyway, but Karen did what Karen does. She tried to give an excuse, and girl, just be like, yeah, I was, I wanted to get a few pounds off of me. I was picking up a little this and picking up a little that. But anyway, moving right along. Andrea says, so did Karen, aka Karen Jefferson, aka Karen Hugo, quit or not? No, that was a hoax that she didn't. Well, at least that's what's being said. It was a hoax. She didn't quit. The panel is on Sakina's channel. Yeah, I don't think but I don't think a lot of the people, like all them Beverly Housewives, were on the Ozempic, and I don't think they needed to lose it either. But it's all relative. What you see in the mirror is relative to what you see in the mirror. But moving on. But I do think a lot of what Karen had going on, she was getting stressed out about. Then we have a very interesting scene that took place. Ray went to lunch with Gordon. I feel like this is one of the first times, I'm not going to say the first time, certainly in a number of seasons. I think maybe the last time we saw the guys meet up might have been, I don't know if we've ever seen this on Potomac. Have we, y'all? Tell me. Y'all, some of y'all remember these seasons better than I do. When have we seen the husbands meet up like this? I know we've had the husbands do like things together, but when have we seen the husbands have like this one-on-one sit-down lunch situation? I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Y'all tell me if I've seen it before. I don't think we've ever seen this before. But it was a very interesting conversation. First of all, Real Housewives of Potomac. If y'all don't leave Miss Toya's Creole house alone, if y'all don't leave Miss Toya's Creole house alone, I feel like this is the third time we done had a scene at this damn restaurant. Y'all don't know no other restaurant in DC that'll let y'all film a scene? Technically, that's not DC. That's in Silver Spring. But y'all don't know, excuse me. Y'all don't know no other restaurant in DC that'll let y'all film a scene? Why do we keep going to Toya's Creole house? Damn. That's the third time we done been to the same damn restaurant. And it's not, Phil. It's not. I've eaten there. It ain't all of that. That's the restaurant that I told y'all me and El Teddy went to. Child, well, what is, I don't know what I got. Hold on. That was the restaurant I told you me and El Teddy went to when they had like a 15% service charge or something like that. And we were like, what is the service charge for? And the lady couldn't tell us. So we left and went to another restaurant. Cause I was like, they made me, child, when I called to make the reservation, I had to give them a credit card number. And they were like, if you late, we're going to charge you if you late, we're going to charge you $15. And if you cancel, there's a cancellation fee. And I was like, what? But I went on and made the reservation because I'd heard good things about the place. We went in there and we looked at the we looked at the prices, and like the po' boy was like $20, and the drinks were like, me and El Teddy looked at each other. He said, shit, by the time I order a po' boy and a drink, I be done spend $60, $70. I said, yeah, baby. Then when I saw that service charge, I asked our waitress, I said, is this the tip? Is this the automatic gratuity? She said, no, that's the service charge on top of the gratuity. I said, wait a minute. So what is the service charge for? Because we're not picking up and going nowhere. Like we're not picking the food up. We're sitting in your establishment. We're eating the food. What are we paying a 15% or 10? I think it was either 10 or 15%. What are we paying for a service charge for? And baby, that lady couldn't tell us. The lady couldn't tell us. And I said, well, do you get it? Like, is that an extra tip for you? She said, I mean, I might get a few dollars of it. I said, oh, no, man. I said, I tell you what, we about to get up out of here. I said, you're not going to charge my credit card because we leaving. We showed up for our reservation. We just decided to go somewhere else to eat. And she said, no, you're not going to get charged. I said, okay, well, we about to go. Baby, we went across because I've been there two to Miss Toya's, the one in Silver Spring. It's like a courtyard, baby. We walked across the street. We walked across that courtyard, and we went to Copper Canyon, and we had ourselves a good time, okay? Now, I did go to the one in Laurel after we went to go see Wicked. Me, my mom, my sister, my cousin, my aunt. Yeah, me, my mom, my sister, my cousin, my aunt. We went to the one in Laurel because it's right there by the movie theater. We could walk like from the front door to the restaurant. Baby, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't nothing for me to be like, damn, me and El Teddy should have stayed. No. But neither here nor there. But this is like the third time this season that they have been at Miss Toya's. And I'm just kind of figuring out, like, do you know the lady? Like, do you know the owner? Maybe somebody on production knows the owner. I don't know. Because I'm just like, why are we here again? Moving right along, though. Moving right along. Neither here nor there. Moving right along. Because even if you say, well, that's halfway between where they live, it's other restaurants right there. Uncle Jay said, I've been to a restaurant like that. The service charges for the kitchen staff at the one I went to. Well, Uncle Jay, this about to sound real mean when I say it. I know this about to sound very mean when I say it. They don't already get paid. Why is there an extra service charge? That's the part I don't understand. And I mean, I'm glad, I mean, even if she had been able to articulate that, that might have been a better conversation. Like, then I could have been like, okay, well, why? But I still don't understand why there's an extra service charge for this. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Somebody needed to make that make sense to me, and they couldn't make it make sense to me. Moving right along. But this conversation was very interesting. Basically, Ray wanted to talk to Gordon about what's going on with Mia. Let's just call a thing, child. They ordered their food and everything. And first, Ray asked Gordon about what happened when the ladies went to Panama with the trip. And Gordon said, listen, when Mia first got up with Ink, my kids were spending a lot of time with Ink, and I don't know him like that. So I guess he was concerned or nervous about who the kids were really going to be spending the time with while Mia was in Panama, and he didn't like it. It was too, he said he didn't like what was going on and the way things was moving, so he went and got his kids. That's what he said he did. He said he went and got his kids, okay? He also told us that in the month of June, he had his kids 25 out of the 30 days in the month of June. I believe that. I believe it. Because Mia, coming back from Panama, went to Atlanta instead of going back home and getting her kids. She went to Atlanta to see Ink. Now, she can come up with that bullshit that her oldest son was in Atlanta if she wants to. Girl, you went to go see Ink because you said, I'm going to see my man. And then when they asked you about why you're not going to see your kids, then you told them about your son being in Atlanta. But the first thing you were on the phone with Ink talking about something, I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to come and see you. Moving right along. Then, yeah, I heard she dropped some text messages, but I don't know how that vindicates. I didn't see the text messages. I did see when she posted something. I didn't see the text messages. So then he said that he went and got a paternity test for, what's the baby name? Jeremiah. He went and got a paternity test. He said, and he is the daddy, and Mia is very much aware that he is the daddy. So, Ray was like, wow, well, that's not what she's telling the ladies. And oh my goodness, that's not what I understand. The text messages pulled. Hold on, let me find them. Let me find the text messages. Hold on. Because this is the only thing I saw. Hold on, I saw this. I saw when Mia posted this long ass, soliloquy, but let me see what this is. Let me set the record straight. I was not the one who brought the questioning of my son's paternity to the public eye. His father did. I did not expose my infidelity to the world. My husband did. It was Gordon who chose to air our family matters on TMZ and later went on a public apology tour during last year's reunion. He revealed something that I have been protecting him from for years, his diagnosis of bipolar disorder, which causes him to behave unpredictably. He alters the narrative, leaving me to navigate around the truth. As individuals with bipolar can look around, it seems just as normal as other people do. And it's those closest to them that get that women. It's those closest to them that get bit. Oh, they get bit. Sorry. I'm fine with being labeled a liar if it means protecting my family, but it's heartbreaking that people would choose to believe Gordon when he told you all who and what he was capable of. Well, what was he capable of? What had happened? What you mean, who and what he was capable of? She was clapping back. Hold on, y'all know I'm not on Twitter anymore, so if it ain't somewhere on the blogs, I'm not gonna see it. So, well, neither here nor it don't matter. So, yeah, I don't see it. All right, moving forward. All right. Oh, Tyra Banks' home burned down. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sick of hearing about people. I mean, I don't mean sick of it like that. I'm saying I'm sick of these fires. I mean, I don't want nobody to take that the wrong way. Mia, okay. At this point, I'm gonna be honest and tell y'all, I don't remember who said what first. I just don't care no more. But here's what I will say. Mia, you chose to allow it to be a storyline. You chose to continue to talk about it on camera. You chose to continuously put your family out there as part of your storyline on this show. So I don't want to hear nothing about, well, Gordon did this and Gordon did that. Girl, you allowed it to be a storyline. That scene that they filmed at the end of last season, maybe, oh, thank you, Kia. Thank you, boo. Maybe you didn't know what Gordon was gonna say while them cameras was rolling, but by the time y'all got to the reunion, and by the time we got to the beginning of this season, you've been talking about, you've done that, ma'am. That was you. Hold on, y'all. She sent it to me. Thank you, Kia, boo. Okay, hold on. Here they go. Okay. Thanks for calling. Tear that ass up. Shoot. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Let me go back. I ain't know it was more than one. Okay. Let me screenshot that. Look at me in the picture. Let me look at me. Okay, hold on. Is this okay? Call me a liar, a bad mom, or whatever else you want. I know who I am. Believe what you will, but the truth never expires. Ashley's event was held July the 18th. For context, child, I can't make this thing bigger. Lord have mercy, my eyes. Hold on. I screenshotted it. Why I can't make this thing bigger? Hold on. Lord, this writing is so much. I don't know which one is first and which one isn't. Damn it. You got it set so I can't screenshot it. Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Because I can't screenshot it. Hold on. I can't open it back up. Kia, you got this, whatever security you got on this thing. I can't open them back up and I can't screenshot them. I can't get them, y'all. I can't open them back up. Kia, boo, you got whatever security you got on your Instagram. I can't screenshot them and I can't open them back up. I've already opened them once. It won't let me open them back up again. But thank you, though. Thank you anyway for sending them to me, boo. Thank you. I can't get them open. I can't open them back up. Okay, she sent them again. Okay, thank you. Thank you, boo. All right. It says, hey, Mia, can you make sure I have the nanny's name and phone number and the nanny has my name and phone number so I can communicate with the kids? Also, let the nanny know I will pick the kids up around noon time Friday. Okay, let me keep reading them. Gordon, you have a doctor's appointment on Saturday in Charlotte. What am I missing? Yes, I'm leaving Friday afternoon and taking the kids with me. My original plan was to pick them up from Donna's Friday afternoon and then drive to Charlotte. It says, can you please share your plans? I feel like they keep changing, so I'm just going to navigate and make sure the kids have everything they need until I return. I'm leaving the country, so I need to ensure that I have reliable childcare until I return to the States. Your decision-making process is questionable, and I need to ensure the safety of the kids. Child, that sounds like she was setting him up right there. If you want to know the truth of the matter, the way she's talking sounds like she's setting him up. Then it says, Gordon, relax. I am solution-based. The kids will be with the girls during the day. My mother is down the street and will assist with the kids as well. The girls have been working for Jacqueline for over a year. I trust her judgment and nanny referral. When I asked you if you were going to keep the kids with you this week, you said no. And then it went on. And then it says production for getting something about production for setting you up. In my opinion, they shared bits of information with the ladies in order to get to you and did not share the whole conversation. Gordon, they shouldn't have bits and pieces of information to use against me. Oh, this must be after she found out what happened. And then he said, did you mean like when you posted on Instagram, my kids' fathers, plural? I choose to believe you did not think about that. Okay, child. And then, thanks for calling. Tear that ass up, chew them up, and spit them out. What happened last night was bullshit. Ask the production team whether I emphatically said during filming with Ray that you were a great mother. I praised you extremely during the conversation. You should be pissed at production for setting you up. In my opinion, they shared bits of information with the ladies in order to get them. Okay. And it said, and then he said, did it mean like when you posted on Instagram, my kid's father? I choose to believe you did not think about how that made me feel or how people will react to that post. Then she said, have a great day, Gordon. Yeah, because you know you were wrong. It says, I'm sorry all this happened to you last night. You have a great day as well. I will agree to be at the test provided I pick the place. Jared doesn't trust me, which gives me cause not to trust him. Child, listen. It sounds like Gordon told you he was picking his kids up and taking them to Charlotte with him. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it was very clear to me. It sounds like you didn't want them to go because you said he had a doctor's appointment, but a doctor's appointment wouldn't stop him from having his kids. A doctor's appointment is a 45-minute hour situation. All right, neither here nor there. Child, Ray got the information and took it back to Kern. Now, I will say this. It does look like production, this stuff was a little bit out of order because Ray, well, we'll get there. But I guess I finished my thought now. When you was talking to Kern, you made it seem like you didn't know about what happened in Panama. But then when you was talking to Gordon, you already knew what had happened in Panama. So it still seemed like you walked in there with some information. But moving right along. This how I feel about it. Right. Right. She said Gordon dropped the kids off in Virginia and went to Martha's Vineyard. Well, it sounds like they were in Charlotte. And he ain't say nothing about going to Martha's Vineyard. Child, me be doing the most when the least will do. Somebody lying. That's what we know. Stacy went to go see a lawyer because she said when she went to her first mediation, things did not go well. This what I don't understand. Hey, Cheeks. Hey, boo. This what I don't understand. I do not understand. Why do people go to get advice from a professional only to tell the professional they don't need their advice? You said that you went to an attorney because you didn't like the way things went in mediation, because you realized financially there was some stuff that was off. So you went to see an attorney to make sure that, I guess, all your T's were crossed and your I's were dotted. And when that attorney told you you need to be worried about child support and alimony, you want to keep telling that lady how he would never do nothing against his kids. He would never do nothing against his kids. He does everything for his kids, and he would never do anything against his kids. Then why did you go, Stacey? If you just gonna tell that lady that she wrong, why are we here? And here's what I do not understand. I will never, ever, 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 ever. And I know we've all been in love and we all been through some stuff. But this is what I don't understand. I will never, ever, 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 ever understand why people think that somebody who once stood in front of a justice of the peace, a pastor, your family, witnesses, and promised to love and cherish you for the rest of your life, and until death do y'all part. Why do you think that same person won't now do something contrary to what they promised they would do? And that doesn't make people bad people, but when people fall out of love, baby, shit be happening. It be turning people into to some things. There you go, Quake. The person you married is not the person you divorced. And you see what Ashley's going through. And I'm sure you have friends that are going through the same thing. This woman is saying, listen, this is my expert opinion. I can't with Stacey. That was just dumb for me. That was just dumb for me. I can't with you. Dumb. So then we see Giselle with her kids shopping for their dorm room stuff. Once again, the one thing we've all, well, most of us, I can't say all, but most of us agree is that we love seeing Giselle's interaction with her kids. We can say a lot of stuff about Giselle, but the one thing we cannot say is that Giselle don't love them girls, right? So they're going shopping because one twin is going to Howard, one twin is going to Spelman, and the other daughter, the oldest daughter, is already at Florida A&M. So they were at the Container Store getting some container stuff, right? That was cute. She talked a little bit about her dad. Great. Stacey and TJ, I'm confused and apart. Like 80% of me don't even care, but the 20% that does care is confused. So Stacey, you introduced us to TJ as your man, your man, your man. That's what you told us. We didn't tell you. You told us. You told us that this was your man. That is what you told us. Then when somebody asked TJ, I think it was at Kern's Love Lagoon situation, what y'all were, he said, that's my friend. But we spent 4-5 episodes on why he won't give you the new nana. Now, today we having this conversation with the two of y'all, and TJ is begging you to take y'all relationship to the next level. He wants to come to your house. He wants to meet your kids. He wants to be able to go out in public with you. He wants people to tell you, to tell the world that you're his man, his man, his man. And now Stacey talking about you're my best friend. Girl, I am confusion. Why you want to go to her house, TJ? To do what? She got her little love shack apartment in DC. Why you need to go see her house where she live with her husband? And she talking about something, well, I'm married. And I mean, what will this do for you if I say that you're my man? Girl, you got him on a whole reality show. You have him on a whole. I be so sick of people acting like they don't know this about to be on national television. Who you protecting us from? Girl, it's going to be on it. When you was filming this, you knew everybody was going to know. So, did you plan to tell everybody before the show came out? That lady said, you're my best friend, then said, I'm not comfortable having you at my house. Right, nitwit? Right. Producers told him this wasn't working, so they had to switch it up. Now he's going to be pursuing her instead of the other way around. Child, we know what producers told her. Now her husband already knows what you're doing. What's going on. He ain't slow, you are. Then the movie girl said, I get Stacey and TJ. I think she feels guilty about still being married and having a boyfriend. Then don't be married and have a boyfriend. Child. Right, you're not going to give it up, so why you coming over? Right, like, this just... Child, I was sick of all of it. Okay? Moving right along, child. Because I told y'all I only cared about 20%. That's all I got for that. So then Kern is with Ray trying to figure out what she's going to wear to Ashley's event. And this is where Ray downloads her on his whole conversation that he had with Gordon. I feel like I had already said everything I need to say on this scene. Ray did bring up that Kern be dressing real provocatively lately. And she said, I'm doing it for you, Ray. Ray, I'm doing it for you. Ray was like, you better take that to somebody who believe that bullshit, because I don't. Okay. But Ray gave Kern the breakdown of his conversation with Gordon and Mia's situation. So they go to Ashley's event. All the ladies show up. Kern shows up, and Giselle brings up the fact that Kern is on the Ozempic. I already talked about that. Karen says she pre-diabetic, damn it, and that's it. That's why she's doing it, because she is the pre of the diabeticals. Okay, she's pre-diabetical. Okay, then she pulls Giselle aside, and she downloads Giselle on everything that Ray told her. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, boo. So she downloads Giselle, and baby Giselle was like, oh, hell no. So Mia lying about everything. Mia is lying about everything. Then we need to go talk to Mia. We need to go confront Mia about this, because this is too much. So they basically go and confront Mia. Baby Mia, once again, Mia, she lying. She want to throw in Karen's face about her DUI. Karen was like, I mean, we can talk about my DUI, but that don't change what you got going on, okay? We talking about you right now. We ain't talking about me. Then she says, and Giselle was like, you done had us a whole year with this whole paternity situation. And TTN, I'm just joking. I'm joking about the rumors about TJ Child. They only mad now because Mia got them looking stupid. Who? So then we find out that Mia already know that baby belongs to Gordon. But can I tell y'all something? Mia already knew that. Like, we already had this conversation that there should be no question of paternity. I mean, of course, I don't live Mia's life, but baby, we already knew that, Mia. We already knew that. And then Jackie ass gonna jump in talking about some. I mean, Jacqueline, excuse me. She gonna jump in talking about something. Mia just found out a week. I mean, Mia just, it was a, no, she said it was an over-the-counter test. It was it's not reliable. And baby, they looked at her and was like, oh, so you know too? I mean, I just found out last week. Jacqueline, if you don't go sit your ass down and stay the hell out of this situation, I'd be so sick of her. And then you got KK over on the side talking about something. Oh no, this is just going too far. This is going too far. What's going too far? Mia has used this as her whole storyline the whole season. And now we find out that is some bullshit. Talk about we've gone too far. No, we haven't. We ain't gone far. Mia gone too far. We ain't gone far enough because we sick of it. We sick of Mia and we sick of this bull hockey. Baby, we sick of it. Baby, that was pretty much the episode. That's where we left off with all of this hollering and stuff. That was pretty much the episode. Yeah. Don't forget at 8:30 we'll be on Sakina's channel for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, so we can talk about this all over again, okay? But this time I'm gonna be with my friends, and y'all know how we do. Sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. We always get along, but y'all know what I'm saying. We be going back and forth. And you know, we're gonna be eating some cauliflower pizza. So y'all meet me over there, okay? All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.